And hello student, in this session we learn the for loop in C language. So I share my laptop screen and here fix the position so you can watch better way. And here turbo C++ is there. I just double click and now take some time and now is open. Yes, and Alt F file menu and take new file. And here first that is a right, you can just syntax. Okay. So syntax of for loop. So here there is a, I just first write for is a keyword and then parenthesis, that syntax, and first part is you can say that initialization. So initialization, then second is a condition. There are three parts. So condition is there, and third part is a increment, or we can say that decrement operator. Increment, decrement. If you not get the idea what is increment and decrement, so you can watch my previous video lecture. And then opening and closing brace, and here I, that is we can say that block of statements or single statement. If there is, you cannot optional, that is a this opening and closing if there is a single statement in for loop or any loop, while loop, do while loop. So when single statement, there is no require opening and here closing brace. So just when you can provide the number of statement, or you can say that two statement or two or more statement, that time opening and closing brace is a compulsory. So here for is a keyword, then parenthesis, that first part is initialization, then provide the semicolon, that sign is a semicolon. So in between that semicolon, and then condition is defined, and then again semicolon, and then increment or slash, or means increment or decrement operator. And their block of statement or single statement is also possible. So I just now remove single comment line and provide the multi-comment line. So I, for your reference, and asterisk slash. Okay, first we can save this file, and that we can say that for underscore loop, because for is a keyword. So dot C for underscore loop. So that is, we can identify that is a for loop program. So that is syntax, and I close this editor, exit, quit, and let us first check that flowchart of that for loop. So here is a compiler enter, you can enter any number, or that first part initialization is execute, so that variable is initialized. Then condition is checked. If that condition is true, then that block of statement or one statement is execute. And here increment or decrement, that is increment that variable and then again go in condition. So initialize done only one time. So that is a what happen in for loop. So initialize only, that part is execute only one time. Let's say that. And then condition and increment, that is a continuous process, that is a loop structure. So that, and number of statement is execute. Whenever that condition is true, that is a go in statement, and then increment decrement operator, and then again check the condition. If that condition is true, then again execute this statement, and then increment, then again condition. So increment and decrement, and the condition is checking many times in the condition is true, as well as statement and increment. Increment or decrement is part initialize your variable. If condition is false, then loop cursor come out from the out of loop. So that is a initialize part only execute one time. Condition part, that many time we have to can repeat that condition based on your condition. And that internal statement or body of the statement, that is known as a body of the for statement. One statement or one, then more statement is also possible. And increment decrement part, if condition is true, then again and again, that is a execute. So these two part we can say that again and again repeat, so that is a loop. and if condition is false, then come out the loop. So that is a flow chart of for condition. Only condition is covered in this flow chart. Now again, I open this Turbo C++ and take one example. Help of program, we can understand our concept. So our file is ready, and can include first link section stdio.h, and then we can take the onio.h. Why not? Now main is there, and then we can take, like first we can take here, there is no any required variable, so we can directly provide in the for loop, we can declare the variable. But in C language that's not possible. In C++ you can declare in directly for loop variable. So here we can give like I, and that we have to initialize 1. Okay, and then clear screen. Okay, and then for loop we have to directly take, and here we can say that if here you cannot initialize, like here I not initialize, so here you can give I equal to 1, and then I less than or equal to, that is a condition, so that is in between semicolon is there. Okay, then we can say that like mm, uh, 5 and then semicolon and I plus plus, so that is an increment operator. And just printf statement we can use, and then we can just %d and print our I variable, and let us get CH. So that is as we can just first understand syntax. Okay, so that I compile. Yes, there is no any error, and let us check that the 1 to 5 that print, but all 1 to 5 that is concatenation. So here we provide one paste, so that like series program. So let us check. So that is now one paste is a blank in between 1, 2, 3, all digit 1 to 5. And also we can that now you can understand so how it's possible. So first just I initialize 1, that is execute only one time. Then after that condition is checked, I is less than equal to 5. Yes, first that is a less than, so that directly print the I is a 1. And then here increment, that is plus 1 value, so that is a increment 1 value. So again check the condition. Yes, so let us check in the watch window so we can get better idea. So here is our watch. Yes, and here also we can take output window. Yes, our output is ready, and here just only one variable, and that is I. Okay, execute F7 to trace our program. So you can know very well in Alter R, that is a trace information. F7, that's the shortcut key. So F7 I press, compile our main, clear the screen. Here output is clear previously, and then I taking 1, that is initialize, here part is execute, and condition check also both simultaneously. So that is directly come out this statement. So I is print 1, and now increment part is directly execute, and condition also check, that execute 1 and directly condition check, and after that that increment and then condition is done. There is no again initialize is giving to, that part is execute only one time, and that part is execute depend upon your condition. So now that increment, yes, now I plus plus 3, yes, 3 is print, now I plus plus 4, 4 is print 5, and that come out because I less than or equal to 5, so our output is ready. So that is a, we can say that for loop, very simple loop is a, and we can say that 3 part is same place, like we can initialize that part and that condition part, and then increment or decrement part. So how we can use decrement part? So here we can same, I give here directly I equal to 5, and we can just change the condition I greater than equal to 1, and then he can here minus minus. So 5 to 1 print. Let us check that condition. We can just reverse. So that 5 to 1 is print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there is a, and also possible we can take one like here I use the n variable, and we can some control our loop. that is a static value we can initialize. We can now take from user to enter number of we can loop how to iteration. So we can say that number of rows, or you can say that just element, whatever you can, that is just on. So we can say that rows. So we can also print the slash n. So let us check here, give the percentage d and then ampersand n, and in bit layer like I provide the n, and also we can here remove and slash n we do provide. Let us check what happens. So yes, so I can give 5, so that is 5 to 4, same as it is on one line, one element is print. So horizontal and vertical we can set that. Okay, and you cannot here give slash n, there is no any problem, that is also possible. Like we can take 10, so 10 to 1, and we can reverse our condition. So here we can assign again 1 and less than, and then n, and then plus plus we can previously, that also possible, there is no problem. Like you any number like 20, so 21 to 20 is print. So we can control our loop to ourselves. There is no, we can go give 100, so 1 to 100 is print, there is no limit. So that is a, you can say that for loop. And here now we can say initialize just comment line of this or scan, and I print here also, here directly print 65, and here we can give the static, like when print the capital A to Z. So there is a directly, and here we can give the percentage C. So that is print. Let us check. So I just compile and run. So capital A to Z is print for ABCD. So that is also possible. And let us check. I print in reverse order. So that is also possible. 90 directly assigned to here, and condition we can change, and that is we can assign 65 up to, and here we can just minus minus. So Z to A is print. Yes, Z to A reverse. So that is reverse order. And also possibility we can assign here, that is our small z 122, that is a ASCII code. And you can refer some standard book, and there is a 97 and then minus minus. So small z to a, that is print. Let us check small z to a. If you provide here in our previous, so here we can assign 97, condition we can less than or equal to, and here we provide 122, and then 10 plus plus increment operator. Let us check. Yes, A to Z small set is print by for loop. So there is a very easy, you can say that all three part in one place in for loop. So here is our part, that is initialization part, that is a condition part, and that is increment or decrement part. But we remember this initialize part execute only one time, and then condition and increment part depend upon that number of time it is execution. So I hope you can understand, and I just remove this scanf, and we can again give like I equal to 1, and here we provide the n, and here we plus plus, and here provide the percentage d, small d, and just save and then compile, and now control towards app, like I give to any number of that is print. So let us take, I again give 10, so 1 to 10. So there is 5, 10, 20, 30, 50, or so. I hope you can understand, and some advanced feature of for loop is there, but in this video we cannot cover advanced 7 feature of for loop. So you can double condition, double increment part, double increment, decrement, double initialization, all omitted, means you can remove this part all. So that is some my next upcoming video lecture cover. So that is a we can use simple, and then after we can like series programming, pattern programming, triangle and pyramid, all programming we can develop in for loop, because for loop is a very useful in C programming. While loop used for number programming, for loop use triangle, pyramid, series, and pattern programming, and do while loop is a more using string programming. So whenever that loop we have to use. So now I close this alter F3. You note out this for loop, that condition and that program to your loop, and I just alter F3, close these files, all output and watch window, and alter X to quit. So I hope you can understand what is a for loop and how it's work in C programming or any like C++, Java, same that is work. And subscribe my channel Ashok Sijala Academy and press the bell icon to never miss any update. And thanks for your watching, supporting, and sharing my video lecture. Hare Krishna.